good reactions here?
Oh yeah, we've had some people who never considered taxation of staff. It's really exciting to get people to just consider that sometimes.
Good luck.
Check this out, Lucas. We have the attention of the United States Parks Police. What can I do for you, officer?
Unless you had a permit for the sidewalk, you can interview people on the street as much as you want. All right.
So the issue is the structure of the monopod being on the sidewalk.
No, it's just the filming.
Is the sidewalk a public place?
36 CFR 7.96. Unless you have a permit from the National Park Service to commercially film on their property, then just step it down the sidewalk. I don't have any other issue. You can interview people down here. It's from here to there. All right.
We're just independent citizen journalists exercising our First Amendment rights, and we believe that we have
breaking news coverage, sir. That's the policy.
Well,
that's the law.
It's breaking right now. There's a United States Park Police officer harassing an independent journalist for exercising his First Amendment rights. That's breaking news, don't you think?
I'm not harassing you. I'm asking you nicely if you had a permit. You said no. I'm advising you of the law, which I'm sure you know.
Well, I do have a permit, actually. It's the First Amendment to the Constitution.
Okay, do you have one from the National Park Service, sir?
The Park Service doesn't recognize the Constitution? Well, I guess that makes sense.
I'm not going to get into this back and forth with you. Do you have a permit from the National Park Service to film on National Park Service property?
Do you have evidence that we are commercially filming?
Is it commercial?
Do you have evidence?
Is it going up on YouTube?
Do you have evidence that what we are doing is a commercial exercise?
All right. We're done. If you want to continue on the sidewalk, continue. You'll be in violation. Okay.
Of the CFR.
36 CFR 7.96. Have a good day, Mr. Kokesh.
Ooh. So what do you want to do, Luke? Do you want to keep filming on the sidewalk?
Alright, so we're gonna pan here. This isn't even a.
They're filming on the sidewalk. And they're filming on the sidewalk. And that guy's filming on the sidewalk. And that guy's filming on the sidewalk.
This is Adam Kokesh reporting unlawfully from in front of the White House, thanks to a clear violation of the First Amendment by the Parks Police officers you see standing behind us. Apparently, we are already in violation of the regulation quoted by one officer and subject to arrest as well now for disobeying the orders of an officer. That's right. We could be arrested at any time standing right here filming while we're surrounded by tourists with cameras filming on their own behalf. But
you mean I can get arrested for this?
yeah, Lucas. Okay, well, it appears now that my cameraman standing off the sidewalk is not liable for arrest, but, and now we see the lovely Parks Police officers coming over to join us. Why don't you pan around, Lucas, and see what's going on here. Maybe we can get an interview with one of the officers themselves. This would be very exciting. How you doing, sir?
I'm Sergeant D'Onofrio with the United States Park Police. Please don't stick that in my face. Thank you. Just giving you 1 second warning. If you were up on the sidewalk, you need a permit to film on the sidewalk. My officer is very clear of that.
Is it public space?
Yes, it's a public space, but you're performing a commercial enterprise on a public space, which requires a permit.
The First Amendment doesn't apply there without permission, you're saying?
You need a permit. That's all I'm saying. You're off the sidewalk now. You're not in violation.
Did you swear an oath to the Constitution when you took this job as a United States Parks Police officer, sir?
That's irrelevant, sir. I'm merely stating...
Your oath is irrelevant? The Constitution is irrelevant? Which is it, sir?
Sir, the only thing I'm here to discuss is the fact that you need a permit to be on that sidewalk. You're off the sidewalk now. If you go back on the sidewalk, you will be arrested.
Well, I was actually here to discuss all the various ways in which our government is so grossly outside of the bounds of the Constitution. I'm so glad that you came and give me a real life example right here of a government that's out of control, not even having respect for basic First Amendment journalist rights.
For a second time.
We're done. Thank you.
No comment. What about your oath, sir? Did you swear an oath to the Constitution? Gentlemen, what about you? You swear an oath to the Constitution when you took your job with Parks Police as a law enforcement officer in the United States? Did you just agree to walk away from people who want to talk to you? This is how you treat a citizen, civilian, just looking for answers from a police department? I've been advised, and now I got a question. I want to talk to you. You don't want to talk? You can't talk to a member of the public? You can't answer questions, reasonable questions from an independent citizen journalist about law enforcement, about what you're doing here, about your oath to the Constitution?
Film on the sidewalk. I'm not going to be part of your interview. That's it.
Will you take questions from an independent citizen journalist just to talk about what your job is? What about you, sir? You're not available to talk to a citizen who wants to know what's going on, what you're doing here?
You can speak to the PIO if you want to interview.
No comment.
I can speak to the PIO, but I want to talk to you. I want to talk to the guys actually here on the street that are actually the ones that, if I were to do something that violated the limits that you want to put on the First Amendment here, would be the ones actually grabbing me, handcuffing me, doing whatever it is that you got to do to detain me.
Right now, you're good.
Well, I know I'm good right here. Okay, well, so then let's talk. What do you think about your oath to the Constitution?
I've advised you of the rule and the regulation. That's all I'm here to do.
Do you believe that that regulation is constitutional?
Rule. Okay. I don't interpret them. I enforce them. Okay?
Now, if you were given a rule to enforce that you knew was unjust or contradicted your oath to the
Go back
Constitution,
to the sidewalk.
you would just enforce without
If you have any
question?
other questions, you can speak to the PIO. Thank you, sir.
So you think your regulations trump the Constitution? No comment on that, of course. Sergeant, are you available, Sergeant? Because I'm a citizen with some concerns here, and it seems to me that the regulation you're attempting to enforce. I will respect your space, sir, but I think that
As
this.
you stated, if you wish to do an interview, you need to contact our public information officer.
Well, you're the one right here making the decision about whether or not I get arrested for filming on the sidewalk. So, right, but I get to talk to you, right, as a citizen, talking to a law enforcement officer.
Talk back.
So this regulation that you're talking about here that says independent citizen journalists or anybody filming, if they're Adam Kokesh or if they have a bigger camera following them than all the little cameras that people are filming with there, that for someone in my situation, the First Amendment doesn't apply?
No comment, sir.
So did you take an oath to the Constitution when you took this job?
No comment, sir.
Why are you twitching?
No comment, sir.
Are you nervous?
No comment.
Do you have a problem actually honoring your oath to the Constitution? Do you have a problem honoring your word in general? Is this something that makes you uncomfortable?
No comment, sir.
This is a disgrace. This is the state of law enforcement in America today. This is what it's come to. And I don't want to single out this officer. Sir, I'm sure you're a great guy. I'm sure as an individual, you're a fine gentleman. But you can see how you're in a difficult spot here.
No comment, sir.
No comment. I'm sure you're a good guy. This isn't about you personally. But you see the incentive system that's been created, and the position that you've been put in by the government, by the system here, where you are an enforcer of unjust laws. You have sworn an oath to the Constitution, and you take a paycheck every day to come out here and violate individual rights or enforce edicts, enforce regulations that violate that basic Constitution that you swore an oath to.
No comment, sir.
You're not unique in this. But, sir, I really hope that we can do something to, at very least, improve the state of law enforcement in America. And we don't end up with people like you in difficult positions like this trying to enforce laws that you know are wrong. Thank you for your time, sir.
You're welcome.
You're going to shake hands at the end of a conversation, just polite to say, I appreciate that? The other officer did. Not a standard of courtesy. Sad. Adam versus the Man Renegade recording crew at the White House also requires the presence of law enforcement horses' asses.
This is your last warning.
That would have been the end of it. And that would have been justice for Kelly Thomas, who might be alive today. Back out.